for us to do this every couple of years. Now, based on our records, it looks like you guys got a cancer plan with some intensive care benefits. What was the main reason it made sense for you to have a cancer policy back in the 90s?
I think back in the 90s, Craig, one of the biggest reasons was, just having some cancer on the, my side of the family and especially.
No kidding. So with your side of the family, was it more cancer or was it also heart disease? Or?
No heart disease, none that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Other than myself, but just on the cancer as far as that illness goes.
That's right, because you had heart issue.
I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about that. And then Shelley, what was the main reason it was important for you to have a cancer plan? Do you remember?
Well, just to protect me and us.
Okay. Was your family history also a lot of cancer, or was it some other stuff as well?
I would say not really cancer, but just the way, cancer is out there, you just want to cover your bases.
Sure. Wow. Well, we sure hear about a lot of folks who've been affected by cancer, and I got to tell you, I just want to congratulate you for making the decision to get this when you did. There's a lot of folks that we spoke with back then. We probably talked to every family in this entire area, and there were a lot of folks who either passed on it, just put it off for one reason or another, and even a few who let it go for one reason or another. And we hear stories of folks who get cancer and are just kicking themselves that they didn't have this. So it was just so smart of you to get this when you did and just have it just in case. So one of the best ways I can kind of review this with you is kind of share with you the intro of our presentation, just to kind of remind you about a couple of concepts. So see if this comes back to you. Certainly you realize that cancer is, the statistics are pretty high. It's one of the leading things that can affect people. So, and you mentioned just the fact that it's there to protect you in case of cancers. Again, it's a smart idea to have something like this, considering that it affects 1 out of every 2 men, 1 out of every 3 women, and second leading killing disease of kids. So, by the way, your kids are they graduated now, or are they still in school?
Yeah, well, that was one question I had for you, Craig. Was the kids are what's the oldest they can stay on the policy?
Unmarried kids up to age full-time student, unmarried up to age 25. So.
Okay.
And you got a couple left to nest?
No. Oh yeah. They're gone now.
Okay, because I knew you had a bunch of daughters.
Oh, they're gone.
Wow. So a proud granddad.
Yeah, empty nest is always fun.
Okay. So it's, well, see, change. There we go. Here's one of the most important things that we shared with people is the fact that your cancer plan is not designed to compete with your medical benefits. If you remember this chart, out of billions of dollars spent on cancer, only a fraction of it, about a third of it's medical related expenses. So are you still working at the same place you worked at over 10 years ago when you got the plan, Ed?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So benefits are the same, nothing's changed there?
No. Well, the benefits have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Have they?
But
Well, we hear that a lot, don't we?
deductibles are higher.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Shelley, what's your situation? Are you still working in the same place you did before, or stay-at-home mom?
No, I'm still working at the same place.
Okay. So your benefits are probably still pretty decent, maybe a little less than before, but 80-20, 90-10 is an
80-20.
80-20. Okay. So don't forget that your health benefits, their place is to cover the medical bills, these direct costs. Your cancer policy is for these indirect costs. And this is the area a lot of folks need to remember that they have this for. Because the 4 main areas that families looked at for this are loss of work, living expenses, certainly they're not going to go away when we're sick. Any gaps in insurance, you said your benefits have lowered a little bit, well, that's just kind of the state of things. But so anything not covered. And a big one folks forgot about sometimes is just the out-of-pocket travel, food and lodging. Where we live, the best hospital for cancer care is probably Columbus, about 2 hours away. Now, with your situation now, which of these 4 would probably still affect you the most if you went through cancer?
Well, I would say, you know, based on both of us, you know, working, that it's probably loss of income, wouldn't you say?
Definitely.
Was probably the same thing back when you picked it up?
Well, yeah, because kids were at home then.
Yeah. Well, then you're in the same boat as most of the working families that have our plan. Don't ever forget that what you have is going to be a backup to help with that loss of work. Okay? And if you didn't have our program, if you didn't have this cancer plan, what would you probably use as a backup?
We'd have to go into your savings account.
Okay? That's what everyone told us. Either they didn't even have a backup, or they'd have to resort to what you see here. Savings, investments, just home equity and such. So your cancer plan is going to help you not get into these important areas that you're putting away for retirement and the grandkids and your legacy, so to speak. So that's what the importance of this is. It's amazing how many times people forget about this sometimes and just maybe let it go, just forgot the reasons they got it, and then something bad happens. So I just want to make sure you always remember it's a backup plan. It's there to make sure that you take care of these things in case this happens, right? And the way it's going to work is you've got a great set of benefits that pay directly to your bank account if you go through cancer, over and above all your benefits at work. And it doesn't matter if it's either of you or both of you. It doesn't matter how long it goes on. It doesn't matter if it takes a few months or a few years. We can never let it go. Now, as far as what your benefits cover, you've got the Great American Series, which is a really, really strong series. It's set up to pay you up to thousands of dollars up front if you get cancer. All you have to do is get a diagnosis report, shows the diagnosis of cancer, make sure you get it to our home office address, boom, you get paid right away. Every day you're in the hospital, you get up to hundreds of dollars, adds up to thousands a week. Every surgical procedure you have pays up to thousands